With its high-speed slides and jungle temples, Malaysia might just be a hidden gem, and it's surprisingly wallet-friendly as well. Tim Roxborogh from News Talk ZB is here with travel this morning. Tim, good morning.
Good morning.
What makes Malaysia so special?
Well, Malaysia to me, and it's always weird that it kind of flies under the radar with New Zealanders, because it's not flying under the radar internationally. It's now the #1 Southeast Asian tourist destination. But New Zealanders are always a little bit like, oh, why are you going there? And then I tell them, and then hopefully I convince them. So Malaysia is very safe, it's very modern, but it also has that incredible history as well, and the mixture of cultures. The food is great. You've got the jungle, which is the single most biodiverse in the world. You've got incredible snorkeling. There are some parts of Malaysia that have the best snorkeling on the planet. And then you combine that with the shopping, and then it's cheap, and the hotels are insane, and it's like, we should all go there.
So what is it, do you think, that's keeping people away?
New Zealanders. Just New Zealanders.
Just New Zealanders? They're all going to Bali.
Yes, so New Zealanders seem to go to Bali. New Zealanders going to Japan and Vietnam and Thailand, obviously. These are all great destinations. And I don't know, I think a lot of times, and with all things in life, there are kind of like tipping points that get reached, and that tipping point hasn't yet happened from a New Zealand point of view for Malaysia. But we went back there, I lived there in the 80s, but I got to take my family there for the first time this year. And so did a bunch of articles for the Herald, and so I'm trying to convince people, okay, you're going where everybody else is, why don't you go here instead?
When you say affordable, how affordable are we talking?
So, for example, you can get like a 5-star hotel for $200 a night.
Okay, that's good.
Now, yes, you can get more expensive than that, but like at a 5-star hotel, a good room for like $250 a night. And you think that places like Fiji, which are getting up close to around $1,000 a night,
yes,
that you could have a week-long holiday in Malaysia for a fraction of the cost. You just have to fly a bit further, but honestly, once you're there, you'll save so much money.
And who do you fly with? Is it all direct? What happens with that?
Yeah, Malaysia Airlines fly there, so it's pretty straightforward. It's about 10 hours getting there and 9 hours on the way back. Yeah.
And once you're there, because I've done this comparison as well between the islands where you're paying, an arm and a leg for a room, yeah, but then you're also paying a lot for your food, for your booze,
yeah,
and it's not necessarily very good, whereas I'm imagining in Malaysia it's cheaper and much better.
Yeah, exactly. Like the food is so cheap that you spend less eating out constantly and like doing things constantly than if you're living frugally in New Zealand. So like you come back and you're like, oh, we saved money by going on holiday.
Tim, where are you going? What are the attractions we need to see? Okay,
so Kuala Lumpur is a phenomenal city. Like the architecture is insane. So it's now got the second tallest building in the world, which has just opened up. So you've got the Merdeka 118 stories, with the tallest hotel from the 75th floor up as the Park Hyatt on that one. So you've got this modern architecture and the Twin Towers, which used to be the tallest in the world back in the 90s. But then this amazing old architecture and the mixture of influences from all over the world. So the architecture is insane in KL, but it's covered in jungle still too. And like I said, the Malaysian jungle is the most biodiverse in the world. So that, and every time I say this fact, people think that I'm getting it wrong, and it's true. So 110 square kilometers of jungle in Malaysia has more biodiversity than all of Europe and North America combined. So 10 square kilometers is like, half of Rangitoto. So that's how biodiverse the jungle is, and that's right across Malaysia.
Wow. No, you've sold me, and next time I'm thinking of going to Fiji, I'll be going to Malaysia.
Do it.
Tim, thank you. Tim Roxborogh, News Talk ZB host with travel for your Tuesday morning.